the lovely Dave Courtney, and the lovely Errol Patterson. So, we've been talking about crime and a bit about Dave's life. And there is a question for you, Dave, which Linford has. But, let's go for the question now. Let's just check he's on the line. Hi, Linford. All right, I'm going to put you on air now. Linford is one of our listeners who normally calls in almost every week. So Dave's going to answer your question when you've given it, all right? Okay, thank you so much. All right. Go for it. Oh, we can't hear. It is? This one?
Can you hear me?
Ah, there we go. So a bit of
you can hear me now.
We can hear you now. What's the question?
Okay, the question is for both your guests.
Okay.
What one piece of advice would you give to any young person who may be considering joining a gang?
All right, thank you, Linford, for that question.
I would love there to be an answer to that, right? But what I should do is just say, don't. Right? That is from someone that knows, that is someone that's been in one, have seen the repercussions of being in one, the long-term continual punishment you get. Right? But don't. It is the wrong way, please. I'd love there to be a more colourful and more explanatory way, but that is the wrong way to go today, believe it is.
Okay. Any particular reason why they shouldn't? Because,
because I'm trying to find
one bling, there's the, the nice cars, the opportunity to have lovely women on your arm. Come on. Any real reason why they shouldn't?
None whatsoever. Let's go, John.
No, I think what Dave, just echoing what Dave was just saying, it's all those kind of lifestyles, all short term.
Okay.
It's all short term, and in the end, as you go on, you begin to regret some of the things that you do, and you will live to regret it. And you can find fulfillment in so many other ways, and much better ways, and much more pride. Because when you're doing that kind of lifestyle, you're always on the edge, you're always looking over your shoulder, you're never really comfortable.
And you cannot keep winning, and you've only got to lose once as a gang member, right? It's impossible to do anything and keep winning, and you've only got to lose once as a gang member to come very, very unstuck, whether it's another belly button you didn't want and you end up dead, or 25 years wrapped around you because you were standing beside somebody else that stabbed somebody else,
Okay.
Absolutely.
So just don't be there.
All right.
Absolutely.
Linford, does that answer your question?
You cannot keep winning. And you've only got to lose once.
Oh,
okay,
we've got a replay. Hold on.
You've only got to lose once.
Hold on. We got a replay. Hold on, I'll try and get Linford.
Anyway, hello Linford. You up?
No. It's not doing it. I hope Linford's listening anyway. Linford, come to the chat room and let me know if your question was answered, okay? Thank you so much for the question anyway. Another question in the chat room. Can I ask Davey if this is the closest he's been to a policeman without being placed in handcuffs?
It's not the closest I've been to.
You're going to say the policemen are your best friends? I have a best friend that's a policeman.
You're making me go tingly, don't. No, it's not.
Okay. All right. That's a good question, Dina. Okay. Can you get Errol to say hello, 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 what have we here then, please? I don't know if that's stereotypical of
anyway,
policemen.
moving on swiftly. Moving on swiftly.
Thank you for that, Dina. Very funny. But he's not going to do it. Right. Okay, let's move on a little bit with a general question, a question about crime in the community, which both of you can both relate to. I know you said, Dave, earlier that you tried to get in to see, naughty people in jails. There's now that CRB rule which prevents you. But, are you trying different ways
I try 24 hours a day,
people?
constantly. My phone, my home is a very busy thing with people asking for advice, mums turning up with children going, he won't listen to me, I don't know you, Mr. Courtney, but your posters are around his bedroom, talk to my boy.
Yeah.
The feeling you get when you actually get success of stopping someone going to prison, I suppose the same as being a teacher, when you actually see you've learnt somebody, that is addictive, that's very nice, and it's very, very, very frustrating for myself. and I should imagine for this gentleman here to actually want to help someone, know they're not a real naughty kid, know he's making a mistake, know in a couple of years' time he's going to go, wow, wish I never done that, and he won't listen. Yeah, that is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. It really is. And I would like to give good advice and stop people doing it. And from someone that's actually been in the game, I would have thought I was a very good envoy to do that. You understand what I mean? But it becomes almost a passion, right? Especially when they're not actually keeping up with the times, which the authorities and the police force are. You know, like I say, technology there. You can't be a gang or criminal. You cannot do it. You know, they taking pictures of you from the moon. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been to visit friends of mine that said, Dave, I was looking over my shoulder to make sure I weren't being followed, and he took a picture of me from a satellite.
Well, there you go. There you go. What do you think, Errol? What do you think we can do to maybe include people like Dave, who has a strong story about his own life? Do we still need that? Those examples for young people.
Absolutely. We as I said before, we do use people who've been through it and realise that that kind of lifestyle is not glamorous. It doesn't lead you to be some sort of rich superstar, on a yacht somewhere. Those people at that kind of level are very few at the very top, and they protect it ruthlessly. And they're not going to allow someone from the very bottom of some estate to come in and try and take that away from them. So yes, people like Dave who've been through it, who know that what the result and what the real life is. We do use those experiences.
So can a CRB prevent you from engaging with other criminals?
Yeah, unfortunately, the CRB is there as a check balance to make sure, because there are dangers out there. If you don't get the right individual, there are some people, people on the criminal or gang members, who will try and get into different groups for the wrong reasons.
They would exploit that.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to have that CRB checks, to try and protect, safeguard against your children, so that it's the right people with the right mindset. I think it's a shame that there can't be some sort of time period. So you haven't done a crime within the last 5 or 10 or 15 years, so therefore you're clear to go, rather than looking at and say you've done such a crime. Regardless.
So it's not possible to have you work with other criminals?
No, but what I'd like to say is the actual criminal or the young offender that you're trying to educate into you're going the wrong way, he's very clever in his chosen field, and he will know that I cannot take advice or leadership from someone that has never done what I'm doing. If you've never been a burglar or in a gang, don't tell me not to do it. If you've never took drugs, don't try and help me get off it. That would be their that's the catch-22 situation that I would and he would be in, where I'm concerned, in the CRB check. Right? They ain't really going to take it as seriously as they should, because they know that you've never done that yourself, so you wouldn't understand the buzz of the.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean,
Did you want to come back?
Just one of the best speakers I've heard around drug abuse, and he's a very effective a guy called Mark Pitchin, very very good deliverer of speaks, and he was a former drug addict, and he does a very good program about the dangers of drugs and why they're out there in the street, and how the criminal justice system treat drug users, etc. So those, you've got to walk those shoes in some respects to truly understand their mindset and why people do it and what triggers them.
Okay. All right. Did we have someone on the telephone? Yeah. We got someone who have we got? All right. Oh, so Linford is back. Right. Okay. Linford, can you hear me?
I certainly can.
All right. Did you get a good answer to your question?
I certainly did. I thought they were very good answers, yes.
Okay. Did you have another question?
Not at the present moment. No. I thought at the time, I was just curious as to what tips they would have in terms of deterring young people from getting involved in gangs.
All right. Thanks, Linford. And thank you for calling back, because we couldn't get you back at the time. So, yeah, thank you very much for staying engaged with the program.
All right.
All right. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Okay. So moving on, and we're almost up in terms of time, because it's 2028 now. So those of you who've been listening in, we've gone over time tonight because Lady J doesn't have a programme that follows my programme as it normally would be. So we've really indulged you a bit by continuing much further than we normally would. And we've got some great guests in the studio. I've got Dave Courtney with me. I've also got Errol Patterson. But I wanted to play you a couple of songs before we finish, and I wanted to actually give a final word to both of my guests. I want you both to say something about what you think our young people could do, something practically they need to do in the next week, the next month, to sort of prevent themselves from getting into a life of crime. Something they could do, or something we as parents could do to support our young people over the next week, or the next month, or the next year.
Put a padlock on the bedroom while they're asleep.
Well, apart from locking them in, Dave, anything else that we could do, practically do, to support our young people? Do you want to go first?
Right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that an awful lot of the emphasis in today's youth is on being the bad man, the attitude and the wrinkling up your face, and that seems to be the most important thing about the youth, like showing them how bad you are, well, this, and I think your badness actually falsely puts you into a sense of you're important in your area because you're the local bad man, right? Well, listen, it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Okay, be nice. That's my little thing. Nice to be important, but important to be nice. So stop doing the emphasis on how hard you can look and smile a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay, thank you, Dave. Errol?
I think towards young people, I think it would be a case of making sure you choose, true friends. Not everyone who tries to pretend you're a friend is being your friend is not your true friend. True friends will never put you in danger. They'd never put you at risk. And also, true family would never put you in danger, never put you at risk. So be careful of those people who try and portray themselves and mark themselves as being friends when actually they're not. As far as parents are concerned, I would definitely say to them, be intrusive into every aspect. Don't take things for granted. Don't think that your child's not involved in it, because things happen outside or things happen which you're not aware of because you're not switched on to it. So you've got to be absolutely intrusive into every aspect of your child's life, and it's very important that you make sure you've got that connection and install those values. It's more important you install those values at a very young age, and you keep reinforcing those values. And as long as you keep doing that, then it goes a long way to preventing those outside influences coming in.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Time's up. Sorry. I'm getting some instructions from the people, the guests in the room. But we'll just ignore them. Okay. I just want to say thank you guys so much for your contribution tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been really great. So interesting to have a conversation. Yeah. I get to give you both a hug.
I thought you might. I knew that. Yes, the Empress.
Have a picture. Okay. Hold on. Let's go. They just shook hands. Let's go. Let's take a picture. Yeah, can you play Round to Mine?